Welcome to Muslim Apologetics Australia. In the next few days, I'll be researching and getting all of the data and information together. I'm almost complete, so I'm just basically giving you some update information. You see some ex-Muslims going around trying to debunk the scientific miracles of the Quran, whether it be the Big Bang Theory, whether it be the expansion of the universe, about the iron coming to the earth. And some of all of these examples in the Quran, you see ex-Muslims going into some, Wiki Islam web pages to try and use that information to distort the Islamic position and manipulate the verses to suit their own interpretation. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the same Quranic verses they use. We're going to reaffirm the Islamic position to show that there are scientific miracles in there, and we're going to debunk the misrepresentation made by the ex-Muslims trying to distort the Quranic position regarding the scientific miracles. For example, when the Quran speaks about the Big Bang, the heavens and the earth being one connected joint entity, then the ex-Muslims say things like, the heaven was never part of the earth and the earth was never part of the heaven. And they go through all of this misrepresentation and misrepresentation of the science itself too, thinking it misrepresents the Quran itself, misrepresents the science itself. What we're going to do is we're going to rationally debunk their claims and reaffirm the Quranic position. So stay tuned. There's a debate that took place between Abdullah and people like Nadir, Ahmed, and the debate is on YouTube. It's about 1 hour and 48 minutes long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the whole video, every single part of it. I'm going to review each point, and I will not let Abdullah get away with it. He will not go unchecked. And that includes Nadir Ahmed. He also will not go unchecked. Anything that they both misrepresent in Islam will not go unchecked, and we will, God willing, refute each and every point that they bring up and reaffirm the position of the Quran. I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time. I've been so busy, I just couldn't get the opportunity to do so. I've got so many videos still coming up about Christianity. We've done part 1 about where the Quran shows that the Bible is corrupt, and we've shown many textual criticisms regarding that. But there's a part 2 coming to that, so stay in tune for that. We also have a video against the Quranists about sex and animals. That's also coming out very soon. We also have... that video was already published, but the Quranists took it down. So we need to re-edit it because they didn't like that we published some of their private informations. We also have a third video, I think it was, third or fourth video, counter rebuttal to Dr. James White from Christian Apologetics Ministries. We had another Christian, a Jehovah's Witness, try to defend Dr. James' position, and that video will also be released very soon. So we've got a lot of work, so please be patient and we'll get through to it. So my call out to the ex-Muslims and apostates and infidels and the atheists, we will not let you go unchecked. Just because you're uploading a debate and all your fans are thinking, look, we've taken on a particular apologist, Nadir Ahmed. Most Muslim apologists that I know don't take Nadir Ahmed really seriously. I personally believe that he's not, he hasn't studied the field very, very well. And that's why, and this is what I love about YouTube videos. When you have a one-on-one debate, obviously Nadir Ahmed is not going to provide all the information because he's going to be limited in knowledge. Abdullah Samid is not going to say to Nadir Ahmed, look, Nadir Ahmed, you go off and study this field and come back to me and we'll give us a more scheduled response, a better response. And according to that, the atheists look at this video and say, oh, look, Abdullah Samid won the debate. Well, no, Abdullah Samid won the debate against ignorance, and that because it's obviously confined to a particular time and it doesn't let further study. Abdullah Samid actually mentioned on one of his dialogues, or one of his Facebook posts, he said that Nadir Ahmed actually came back to him and reaffirmed what the verse about heavens actually meant. And that's my point. See, Nadir Ahmed speaks on behalf of Islam and Muslims in the Quran, and he can't respond very well within the 1 hour and 40 minutes because he's limited to time, he's limited to research, because you can't just conflate everything into 1 hour and 40 minutes. And so then Nadir Ahmed comes back to reaffirm a position that he was basically wrong on. And this is why I don't like one-on-one debate settings, because when you sit in a one-on-one debate setting, you're told to give an answer straight away, but you don't have that information available to you right away. So then Nadir Ahmed has to go do more research on it. So to dismiss all that colourful, it's better to do YouTube videos where you've got ample time to do research and to give better informed responses. And that's why I like YouTube videos where you're not conflated and restricted in time to do research. And this is what ex-Muslims are afraid of. Ex-Muslims, atheists and Christians, like say David Wood, they are afraid of Muslims who go to YouTube and do reviews of debates. They are afraid of people going to apologetic articles and writing articles against them, because again, it's not conflated to a particular time, and thorough research can be developed a lot better than saying to a Muslim, hey, come on, debate me now in a 1 hour setting, and I'm going to give you all these bunch of questions, and I'm going to get you I'm expected to expect you to answer me right away. And then when the Muslim doesn't give an informed, proper research response, then all the atheists have a laugh about this and say, oh, look, the Muslim has lost the debate. No, you've won against someone who was restricted to time, and he couldn't give a response because, again, he was restricted to research and time. But this is why I love my videos, because it allows us to give real, open, unrestricted research in responding to the critics, and the critics hate that. So stay in tune. We're going to review everything that Abdullah Samid said in this debate, and we're not going to let him go unchecked. And any other research information, miracles, scientific debunking of the Quran, any other objections, we'll do more in the future videos. So stay in tune. We will not allow, under any circumstance, the ex-Muslims, the agnostics and the atheists and the Christians go unchecked in our videos. Thank you.